It starts with a gobble in the wind. Then two men in Texas crawl behind a cactus, one whispering like it's war, "You are my bird." This vivid 1889 dispatch from the St. Paul Daily Globe is more than a hunting tale, it's practically a thriller. Here's the article, word for word. Calling turkeys in Texas. My friend and I went on about 400 yards from where we had left our other hunter stationed and sat down to listen, says a writer in Forest and Stream, describing a hunt in Texas. Daylight was now full upon us. We waited for 5 or 10 minutes, but we heard nothing. The wind would sometimes lull for a while, which enabled us to hear if one should gobble. We moved on a little further and sat down again to listen. This time we were rewarded for our perseverance, for there came down on the glade a sound that electrified us. To me, it was like wire. It was the gobble, gobble, gobble that I remembered so well in early days. In a moment, all my early instincts return, and the exclamation escapes me, "You are my bird." The gobble sounded much farther away than it was, owing to the wind blowing in the contrary direction. We moved a little nearer and selected a place of concealment, I taking my position behind a prickly pear bush, whose large, fan-like leaves were so arranged as to make first-rate windows to see through. My friend acted as caller, and I only had to wait and watch. Immediately in front of our position was a lovely open glade, which ran in the direction of the gobbler, and which we felt confident his lordship would take in coming to his lady-love. Being comfortably fixed with gun in position and ready to fire at a moment's notice, I gave the word to my friend to proceed with his part of the program. He commenced an imitation of the call of the turkey hen, a sort of yelp or kiuk, kiuk, kiuk. Quick as a flash came the deep, sonorous gobble in answer, and after a few puffs and struts behind his screen, he came out into the opening in full view, about 150 yards distant. A challenge yelp from my friend heads him our way, slowly and majestically strutting, so proudly that he seems almost to disdain to tread the earth. He bears down on us, totally unconscious of the fate in store for him. Another yelp starts him at a trot, which brings him within 35 or 40 yards of where I sit, and as this is quite near enough, I raise my gun to my shoulder. The motion, although very slight, catches his vigilant eye, and he halts, raising himself to his full height, all alertness. Alas, too late for him. A sharp report, a puff of smoke from the cactus bush, and what a minute before was a vain, boastful, arrogant gobbler now lies before us, a bunch of feathers and the basis of a good dinner. We shouldered him and started for the rendezvous, quite satisfied.